One of the things that came out of the COVID pandemic was the realization that you need people in the trades. There's a lot of things, people were home, they were doing their own home improvements and realized, I can't do this on my own. And we welcome in this morning Joe Carney. He's on the examining board of Plumbers Local 24. Joe, good morning and welcome to Jersey Magazine.
Good morning. How are you, sir? Thank you for having me, Jim.
You're very welcome. First, give us the background of Plumbers 24.
Sure, absolutely. So we are North Jersey's plumbing union for straight line plumbers. So we are residential service and repair and building trades, the high rises, the commercial building of all union plumbers in New Jersey for the north of Jersey.
And what is your own personal background with this?
So I got into Plumbers Local 24 in 1999. I went through a 5-year apprentice program. I was in the field up until about 3.5 years ago. They took me out of the field, and now I'm a union organizer for not only Plumbers Local 24, but also for the New Jersey State Pipe Trades Association. So not only do I organize for plumbers, I also organize for sprinkler fitters, pipe fitters, plumbers, HVAC, anybody and anyone who toils in the pipe.
You mentioned the apprenticeship being a 5-year program. I had no idea the training program was that long. What's involved in it?
Yes. So we start off it's progressive. So first year we start with our classes and we go over use and care of tools, OSHA standards. They have to go through a OSHA 30 to make sure that our safety standards are upheld through the local and through the state. They'll learn the basics of plumbing, a lot of math. Every year is a lot of math. They'll learn what pipe is, what the tools are, and the foundation for a plumbing career. As each year goes on, second year, you're going to learn water supply. You're going to get into a little bit of pipe welding in second year. Third year, you're going to learn some codes, some gas piping. Fourth year, we're going to do some backflow. We're going to do more medical gas. You're going to get your state certifications in medical gas installation. And then your fifth year is where we round everything up. We take everything you learned for those first 4 years and we make sure you can apply it. We get you all your state certifications in backflow, medical gas. You go through foreman training through the DOL and the Mechanical Contractors Association. And then after your fifth year, you'll go out as a journeyman and hopefully apply everything that we've taught you in the 5 years and apply your safety standards and all of the credentials that you've gained in 5 years.
How much of that apprenticeship training is book learning versus hands-on work, Joe?
So it is a mixture of both. So theory is very important. So we start with theory every year on what you're learning, and then we'll take you into the shop and teach you what you just learned in the book. I was a very hands-on learner. I didn't do very well with book learning when I was in high school and a little bit of college. So some guys excel in the book, some guys excel with hands-on. So you start with your theory, take your theory, go into the shop and learn your hands-on.
Yeah, it is interesting because, as you say, there is a difference, and kids coming out of high school and college, whatever, they'll still tell you, I didn't do well in school because, or I liked this aspect of school because. I always found personally, whenever it came to learning something new, physically doing it as opposed to having it in a book, being able to do it was much, much more important and beneficial for me.
Absolutely. I was taking remedial math. I was taking freshman math senior year of high school. I was taking makeup math when I got into the apprenticeship. When they put it in my hands and I could understand what I was doing, I was tutoring and helping guys with math by the time I came out of my time.
There's a funny story that relates to plumbing. My dad, before he passed away, liked to consider himself handy.
Okay.
And at one point, my mom needed a plumber, so she called a professional. And he was working under the kitchen sink, and he stopped and he looked up at her and he said, "Who did this before?" And my mom said, "Well, my husband." And he said to her, "Did he take the scenic route?"
What a
So
great line. What a
I have
great line.
no idea what he did underneath the sink. I can only imagine.
You should imagine the horror in my parents' face when I came home as a first year apprentice saying I can do it all. We had to go back and fix some stuff when I came out of my time when I really learned how to be a plumber.
I know that you're involved in the union pretty heavily. What are the benefits of joining a union, and specifically Plumbers 24?
So first and foremost, your life skills. We're going to teach you responsibility. That's important, whatever you're doing in life, right? So wherever you're going to apply your trade, your craft, your life skills, where you have to go to school, you have to be on time, you have to be responsible, and you're held accountable for you're in the workforce now. So the first and foremost is that. When it comes to work, you're going to get safety standards. Like I said, with OSHA, you're going to get your pay is top of the line in New Jersey. We set the standard in New Jersey. You're going to get your benefits. So contractor contributions. So the contractors you go out to work for are going to pay for your health insurance, your pension, your annuity. It's all funded through the contractor. When I go out and I talk to a lot of 21 and 22-year-olds, retirement means nothing. Benefits mean nothing because they're still on mom and dad's. And then all of a sudden at 25, 26, and they see these bills coming in and they're like, wait a second. Then it starts to make sense to them that I want to go out, I want to earn top pay, I want to get benefits, and I want to retire with dignity. That's the most important thing that I can tell you. You're going to work your whole life, and you should retire with dignity and be able to take care of your family and yourself and your loved ones when you've put in your time.
Interesting. You mentioned the age. I have two children who are in their mid 20s, and they are at that point, Joe. I have an older daughter as well, but I have two in their mid 20s who are thinking, ooh, yeah, this is starting to get serious now because of whatever benefits and what have you are
Yes,
starting to
sir. I have a
become a factor in their
24-year-old and a
lives.
21-year-old. So the light is starting to shine on the things that they are responsible for once they come off mom and dad.
And going back to the apprenticeship program, how many apprenticeships do you have during the course of a year?
So it varies depending on need, but we're usually between 20, 25 apprentices per class per year.
And how would somebody who's interested go about finding out information about this or applying?
So we can go to plumbers24.org and our information is on there. But for people who don't have experience and they think that they want to be a plumber and they know they want to be a plumber, in March, we put out on our website our application process for first year apprentices. If there are people in the field who are working non-union and want to get in and they have some experience under their belt, they contact us, and it's a different procedure. We go through what you know, how long you've known it, how long you've done it, and then we can place you in the apprentice program.
So again, that website is plumbers24.org, and it's the number 24, plumbers24.org. Joe
Correct.
Carney, thank you so much for your time this morning. I've enjoyed talking with you and sharing my mom's plumbing disaster
I
story.
appreciate it. I'm sure there's plenty others. Thanks, Jim.